Master this and you will never again be angry or bothered by anyone or anything. Stoicism. There are people listening to me right now who are exhausted. Not physically. Emotionally. Tired of being provoked. Tired of being misunderstood. Tired of carrying anger like a heavy chain around their soul. Somebody insulted you, and it stayed in your mind for 3 days. Someone ignored your message, and suddenly your peace disappeared. Someone betrayed you, and now bitterness follows you everywhere. Listen carefully. The person who controls your emotions controls your life. And most people have handed over the keys of their peace to strangers. One rude comment ruins their day. One rejection destroys their confidence. One betrayal changes their personality. But the Stoics, the great masters of discipline, understood something most people never learn. Your peace must become untouchable. Not because life is easy. Not because people are kind. But because your mind becomes stronger than chaos. Today, you are going to learn how to reach a state where insults no longer poison you, where difficult people no longer control you, where disappointment no longer destroys your spirit. And if you truly master these principles, you will walk through life with a calmness that terrifies weak minds. Because nothing is more powerful than a man or woman who cannot be emotionally manipulated. If you are ready to become mentally unshakable, subscribe to Discipline Within, because this channel is building warriors, not victims. Now listen closely, because this first principle alone can change your entire life. 1. Stop expecting humanity from everyone. Congregation, hear me carefully. One of the greatest causes of anger is unrealistic expectation. You expect loyalty from selfish people. You expect honesty from liars. You expect maturity from emotional children. And every time they fail you, you become angry. But tell me, why are you shocked when a snake bites? Why are you surprised when fire burns? Why are you offended when selfish people behave selfishly? The Stoics understood human nature deeply. Marcus Aurelius once reminded himself every morning, "You will meet ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and selfish people." Notice something powerful. He prepared his mind before meeting them. Most people walk into life emotionally unprepared. So when difficult people appear, their peace collapses. But the wise prepare mentally. Not with hatred. Not with paranoia. But with understanding. A dog barks because it is a dog. A weak person insults because weakness speaks loudly. An insecure person attacks others because pain leaks through their behavior. When you understand this, anger begins to lose power over you. Let me tell you a story. There was once a farmer whose donkey constantly kicked and bit people. Everyone in the village hated the animal. One day a traveler arrived. The donkey tried to kick him too. But instead of becoming angry, the traveler simply stepped aside calmly. The villagers asked, "Why didn't you get angry?" The traveler replied, "I do not expect wisdom from a donkey." Congregation, many of you are expecting wisdom from donkeys. You expect emotional maturity from people who cannot even control themselves. You expect depth from shallow minds. You expect peace from chaotic souls. And every expectation becomes a seed of disappointment. Why do I keep expecting people to give me what they do not even possess themselves? Think about that deeply. Some people cannot give loyalty because they have never learned loyalty. Some cannot give peace because they are at war within themselves. Some cannot give love because hatred has consumed them. Do not let broken people convince you to become broken too. Instead, understand human nature without allowing it to poison your spirit. Because maturity begins the day you stop saying, "How could they do this to me?" and start saying, "This is simply who they are." That realization will free your soul. 2. Your mind gives meaning to everything. Congregation, this next principle is life-changing. Events themselves are not destroying you. Your interpretation is. 2 people lose their jobs. One becomes depressed. The other becomes determined. 2 people are insulted. One cries all night. The other laughs and continues peacefully. Same event. Different mind. The Stoics taught, it is not things that disturb us, but our judgment about things. Many of you are suffering not because life is unbearable, but because your thoughts are attacking you every second. A delayed message becomes, they hate me. A failure becomes, my life is over. A criticism becomes, I am worthless. Your mind creates stories, and then tortures you with them. Listen carefully. You do not control everything that happens. But you absolutely control the meaning you assign to it. Imagine a storm. To one person, it ruins the day. To a farmer, it waters the crops. Same storm. Different interpretation. Your life changes when you stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what can this teach me? Every pain becomes a teacher. Every betrayal becomes wisdom. Every failure becomes training. Nothing is wasted. Let me tell you a story. A king once sent 2 men into prison. One man stared at the mud and cursed life every day. The other stared through the bars at the stars and said, one day I will rise above this. Years later, one became a criminal forever. The other became a respected leader. Same prison. Different mindset. Congregation, your perspective is either your prison or your freedom. Am I suffering from reality, or from the story I keep repeating in my head? That question can save your life. Because many battles disappear the moment your thinking changes. 3. Never hand over control of your emotions. Listen carefully, congregation. The moment someone can control your emotions, they own part of your soul. If insults control you, people can manipulate you. If praise controls you, people can enslave you. If rejection controls you, fear will dominate your life. The Stoics believe true freedom begins with emotional self-mastery. Not emotional suppression. Not pretending not to care. But refusing to become a puppet of circumstances. A lion does not lose sleep because sheep dislike him. Why then do you destroy your peace because somebody misunderstood you? Some people are addicted to emotional reactions. They want your anger. They want your breakdown. They want proof that they can disturb your spirit. Do not feed them your peace. Silence is power. Calmness is power. Self-control is power. Let me tell you something painful. Many people regret words spoken in anger, but almost nobody regrets staying calm. A man once walked up to a Stoic teacher and insulted him publicly. The crowd waited for an angry response. But the teacher smiled calmly and said, if someone offers you a gift and you refuse it, who does the gift belong to? The man answered, to the person offering it. The teacher replied, then I refuse your insult. Congregation, not every insult deserves acceptance. You do not have to drink poison simply because someone serves it to you. Why do I allow temporary people to have permanent control over my emotions? That question matters deeply. Because peace is too expensive to hand over cheaply. 4. Most things are not worth your energy. Congregation, many of you are emotionally exhausted because you are fighting battles that do not matter. Every comment, every argument, every opinion, every rumor. You react to everything. And because of that, your soul never rests. A person who responds to every provocation becomes mentally weak. Even animals understand this. Have you ever seen an eagle arguing with crows? The crows scream. The eagle rises higher. That is wisdom. Not every fight deserves your attention. Not every disrespect deserves a response. Not every misunderstanding deserves explanation. Sometimes silence is not weakness. It is intelligence. A wise person protects energy carefully. Because where attention goes, life follows. Imagine carrying a bucket of water with holes everywhere. That is what happens when you give emotional energy to meaningless things. By the end of the day, you are empty. Will this matter in 5 years? If the answer is no, do not sacrifice your peace for it. Most arguments are temporary. Most drama is temporary. Most insults are temporary. But the damage stress does to your soul can last years. Protect your peace like treasure. Because it is. 5. People often hurt others because they are hurting. Congregation. This principle requires deep maturity. Hurt people hurt people. An angry person is often fighting invisible battles. A rude person may be drowning in pain. A jealous person may secretly hate their own life. This does not excuse bad behavior. But understanding this changes your reaction. A barking dog may simply be wounded. Some people are carrying trauma you cannot see. Loneliness you cannot see. Fear you cannot see. And instead of healing, they spread their pain onto others. If you react emotionally to every wounded soul, you will carry unnecessary bitterness forever. Instead, learn discernment. Not everyone attacking you is truly your enemy. Some are simply at war with themselves. A tree full of fruit gets hit by stones. Remember that. Strong people attract criticism. Peaceful people attract projection. Disciplined people make weak minds uncomfortable. Do not take every attack personally. Sometimes people insult your light because they are trapped in darkness. Am I reacting to people's actions without understanding the pain behind them? Compassion does not mean weakness. It means your soul is too evolved to become cruel. 6. Detach from the need for approval. Congregation. Many people are prisoners without chains. Why? Because they are addicted to approval. They need validation to feel worthy. They need applause to feel confident. They need acceptance to feel valuable. And because of this, they become emotionally fragile. The Stoics warned against this trap. If your happiness depends on people approving of you, your happiness will always remain unstable. Some people will misunderstand you no matter what you do. Some will criticize you even when you are kind. Some will hate you simply because you remind them of what they lack. That is life. Even the sun is hated by those who love darkness. So why are you trying to please everybody? A man chasing universal approval loses himself completely. Listen carefully, congregation. You do not need everybody to understand you. You do not need everybody to support you. You do not need everybody to clap for your journey. What matters is integrity. Can you sleep peacefully knowing you stayed true to your values? That matters more than applause. Who would I become if I stopped living for other people's opinions? That answer may reveal the person you were always meant to be. 7. Accept what you cannot control. Congregation. This principle is the foundation of inner peace. Much of human suffering comes from fighting reality. You want people to act differently. You want the past to change. You want life to obey your preferences. But reality does not negotiate. The rain will fall. People will leave. Aging will happen. Loss will happen. And the more you resist unavoidable truths, the more pain you create. The Stoics divided life into two categories. What you can control. What you cannot. Your actions? Control. Your attitude? Control. Your discipline? Control. Other people's opinions? Not control. The past? Not control. Every future outcome? Not control. Peace begins when you stop wasting energy trying to control uncontrollable things. A sailor cannot control the ocean. But he can control the sails. That is wisdom. Am I suffering because of reality, or because I refuse to accept reality? Acceptance is not surrender. It is clarity. And clarity gives strength. 8. Train yourself to pause before reacting. Congregation. 1 second of patience can prevent years of regret. Most destruction happens in moments of emotional impulsiveness. A harsh text. A violent word. A reckless decision. And afterward, regret arrives like a storm. The Stoics mastered the sacred pause. Before reacting, they reflected. Before speaking, they examined emotions. Because anger is temporary, but consequences can last forever. Even a snake pauses before striking. Why then do humans react faster than animals? When emotion rises, pause. Breathe. Observe. Think. You are not weak for pausing. You are powerful. How many of my problems were created by emotional reactions instead of thoughtful responses? That question exposes many hidden truths. Calm thinking saves lives. Calm thinking saves relationships. Calm thinking saves futures. Master the pause, and you master yourself. 9. Remember that everything is temporary. Congregation, hear this deeply. Your pain is temporary. Your embarrassment is temporary. Your failure is temporary. Even your current storm will pass. Many people destroy themselves emotionally because they believe temporary suffering is permanent. But life changes constantly. The Stoics constantly reflected on impermanence. Not to become depressed, but to become grateful and emotionally balanced. When you remember everything changes, you stop overreacting to moments. A bad day is not a bad life. A failure is not your identity. A rejection is not the end. Storms do not last forever. And neither do difficult seasons. What if this painful moment is preparing me for a stronger future? Many blessings arrive disguised as hardship. Remember that. 10. Build a mind stronger than circumstances. Congregation, the final principle is the crown of them all. Life will test you. People will disappoint you. Some will betray you. Some will mock you. Some will leave when you need them most. But your power lies here. Can you remain calm in chaos? Because true strength is not muscles. True strength is emotional endurance. Anybody can remain peaceful when life is easy. But can you remain grounded during storms? That is mastery. The Stoics trained their minds daily. Not occasionally. Daily. They reflected deeply. Controlled impulses. Practiced gratitude. Prepared mentally for difficulty. And because of this, life could shake them, but not destroy them. A tree with deep roots survives violent winds. Shallow roots collapse quickly. Congregation, build deep roots. Train your mind. Guard your peace. Protect your soul from emotional slavery. Because the world desperately needs people who remain calm while others panic. Am I training my mind daily, or am I letting the world train it for me? That question may determine your destiny. Congregation, if you remember nothing else from this message, remember this. Your peace is your responsibility. Not your family's responsibility. Not society's responsibility. Not other people's responsibility. Yours. Stop allowing temporary emotions to control permanent decisions. Stop allowing wounded people to wound your spirit. Stop surrendering your peace to chaos. The Stoics understood something powerful. A disciplined mind creates a powerful life. And the person who masters themselves becomes unstoppable. There will always be difficult people. There will always be challenges. There will always be storms. But when your inner world becomes strong, the outer world loses power over you. One calm mind is stronger than 1,000 chaotic voices. So from today, walk differently. Move with calmness. Speak with wisdom. React with discipline. Protect your peace like royalty. And every single day, train your mind to become unshakable. If this message touched your soul, subscribe to Discipline Within for more powerful teachings on Stoicism, discipline, emotional mastery, and mental strength. And remember, congregation, the greatest victory in life is conquering yourself.